G'day folks, it's Cortezerino and welcome to part 7 of the Osaka Castle tutorial. And we're going to be beginning at step number 42 today, and I've finished building everything in my creative world. So I know that we only have 51 steps until we're done, so we are very close to finishing. Okay, so in the last video we built this triangle at the front and the back of our castle. So now what we're going to do at the beginning of step number 42 is to fill that in with quartz pillars and 4 windows, just as you can see right here. So they are 1 block back from this black wool at the front, and you only need to place quartz in the spots where it will be visible from the front. And once you've done that, I want you to come around to the other side, and with stripped acacia we're going to place 2 right in the middle, right there, then 2 on that side, 2 on that side, then you can break that one and just put it lying on its side so that log continues like that. And then we're going to put 3 sea lanterns on it and do the exact same thing up this side. Okay, so come around to the inside of your building and your quartz pillars should be looking like this, but we're going to add a few more up the top. So right in the middle we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's up to the height of that sea lantern behind it. Now on each side we're going to add 1, 2 and 1, 2, and then we're going to just do 3 singles. So 1, 2, 3, and same over here, 1, 2, 3. So we're just bringing it up to the same height as the blocks in front of it. Now we're going to do the same sort of thing, but just with stone, because we're not going to see it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then add an extra one there. So just bring it up to the same height as the blocks in front, and then we will also fill up that little gap with 7 stone blocks behind it, so you can't see any of that stone from the front. So we'll do it one more time on this side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 4 right here, 2 and 1. And of course repeat everything we've done at the front to the back wall as well. They are exactly the same. So next we are going to grab some acacia fences and just put a little ring around our staircase with the fences protruding 1 block further than our stairs. Then we're going to put 4 end rods on top of the fences, and we're just lining these up with the pillars on the wall there. So those 2 line up with that pillar and these 2 line up with that pillar. And then we can also put some lanterns on the 2 side walls. So not the front and the back, just the side walls. Put your lanterns on fence posts where you can see them right there. And of course do the same on that side. And then at the back wall over here you can just put a little table there with some dark oak trapdoors and pop a lantern on that. We will need that extra light, but no need to do it on the front wall, so just at the back. And then the very last thing to do, you can see we've got an end rod on a fence there and another one right there. So just pop those 2 in, and we don't need to do that at the front. And the last thing I want you to do for this step is just for the front and the back walls, so don't do this on the sides. So what we are going to do is come along to this very top prismarine right in the corner, and we're just going to add slab, slab, then a block, and then against the front of those 2 slabs we're going to put 2 more, and then a slab against the top half of that block. So I'll do it again on this side. Might be easier to look at it this way. So we're going to go slab, slab, another in front, slab, slab, then block and slab just at the top half of that block. So I've done that at the front. Go ahead and repeat that at the back. Okay, step number 43. We're going to come to the inside of our building, and we're going to put up some pillars and cross beams. So these are just going to line up with these 2 pillars on our side walls right there. So the first thing you can do is come along to the one on the left hand side of the building, and we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks And then we're going to put in an acacia pillar that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks high. Then you can skip 3 blocks and put in another 7 high pillar, and you should be right next to that fence. And then just on the other side of the fence, another 7 block tall pillar. And just repeat exactly that in line with this pillar here. So we're just putting in 3 more pillars across like that. And then we're going to put in our cross beams with the acacia and white concrete. So if we're looking from the front of our building here, it's going to look like that. So we're leaving out the cross beam in this little gap right here. But what you can do is just go ahead with your acacia and white concrete and put this one in. So that's how you should be looking when you're done, guys. So we're looking from the front of the building right now. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill up this little gap. So at the front of the building, we're just going to put an acacia log across like that. But in this gap at the back of the building, we're going to come around here. So we're looking from the back toward the front. At the second top one, we're going to put 3 upside down acacia stairs. And then we're going to swing around to this side. So we're looking toward the back now. And we're going to put 3 right way up spruce stairs right there. So this is going to be our staircase later on. And then underneath these stairs, we're just going to put in some flower pots. So I'm just going to put in 3 acacia slabs right there, 2 flower pots, and I'll put some dark oak saplings in them. And the next thing we're going to do, guys, is just add in a few more cross beams like this. So same again with the white concrete and acacia. So I've just put in a small one connecting these 2 pillars like that, and we're going to do the exact same thing, connecting those 2 pillars and connecting those. So we're doing 3 of these in total. So you should be looking like that once you've got those in. And now we can put in our 2 carpets. So at the front of our building here, we're going to put in a 5 wide carpet directly in line with that cross beam in the floor. And once again, this is to provide light, so we've got a big ring of jack-o'-lanterns underneath. So it's going to begin in line with that end rod right there, and it's going to finish 1 block further out from that pillar. So that's for the front of the building. At the back of the building over here, we are going to begin the carpet. Look, once again, it's 5 blocks wide and directly in line with that cross beam in the floor. We're going to begin 2 blocks out from the wall and finish 1 block out from our fence. So I'll just give you an aerial view if you want to pause the video. So looking from the front, that is where our 2 carpets go. Okay, so now we are going to put a prismarine roof on top of our triangular windows at the front wall and the back wall. So I've already done this side. I'll show you how to do the other side. Just remember, when you place the blocks, mix in the different kinds of prismarine, but I'm just going to use the one kind. So we'll begin by placing prismarine blocks. So come down here next to this gold block that's sticking up. We're going to put 1, 2, 3 prismarine blocks, and then just up here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like that. So put them in those 2 spots, and then come along to this block we've got right here. We're going to put another block in front of it, just the one. And then up diagonally to the right, we're going to put another block against that white concrete. And then finally, all the way up the top here, next to the gold, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 prismarine blocks out toward our sea lanterns. So now we can switch to slabs, and we're going to put a line of 4 slabs just on top of this last bit of gold here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And then a final slab against the top half of that prismarine block. And then we'll just repeat that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a final slab right there. Then to finish, we are just going to put prismarine stairs. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's sticking out 1. We'll repeat that again, another 4. Where we've got these 2 blocks, we're just going to put 2 stairs in front. And then the next one, we're going to put a stair next to that block, and then 3 more in front. And then we are just going to continue building this up. So we're going to put 5 stairs this time, another 5 right here, and then we will just do that for the final time, another 5 right there. Then to finish, we're just going to put a prismarine slab against the top of those top two stairs, and that is how to do your roof. And the final thing to do for this step is to do something we've done on many other levels. We're going to be putting in these upside down stairs that run all the way around. So we're just going to do this in line with this top layer of snow. So the first thing to do is to grab smooth quartz slabs and just put one of these in all four corners of the building. And then on the two side walls, we're going to grab a chiseled quartz block and put it right in the middle, just against that snow. And then you can grab your smooth quartz stairs, and beginning from the quartz block in the middle, we're just going to run these all the way along until they reach the slabs. And then for the front wall and the back wall, we're going to start with an upside down stair against that block and just run it all the way to the corner. So just go ahead and do that all the way around our building. Okay, step number 44, we're going to come back to the inside of our building. And where we've got these three cross beams we put in earlier, underneath those we are going to put in our wall. So we're just going to connect the two pillars with the acacia lying on its side and then 3 layers of snow. So you're going to do that under all 3 of those cross beams. They're all exactly the same. And then you can come along to where we've got our little flower pot, and we're just going to put our wall behind that. So probably easiest to look at it from this side. Acacia log lying on its side, and then we're going to do 4 snow this time. No need to put an acacia log right up the top. And then we're going to make our staircase. So put a torch down there because this will be a dead area. There's not going to be anything here, and we don't want mobs spawning. So we've got our first layer of spruce stairs right there. We're going to do a second layer and then just continue this until we reach the ground. So when you're done, the stairs should be looking like that and reaching the ground right in line with those 2 pillars. So next you can come to the outside of our building, and we're going to put a ring of prismarine around the upside down quartz that we just placed. And it's much the same as what we've done on other levels. So against the top half of those upside down stairs, we're just going to put prismarine slabs all the way around with an extra slab just in the corner. So run that around the entire building. And then on top of the upside down quartz stairs, we're going to do the exact same thing. So just a ring of slabs all the way around with the extra slab in the corner. So it's popping up a bit. So go ahead and put those 2 loops all the way around our building. And then come around to the side walls. So not the front and the back, just on the 2 sides. We're going to put in this gold and black wool. So we're going to put a gold block right in the dead center of the wall. Then 3 black wool and 2 gold off to each side. So do that on both side walls. Okay, so now you can turn your attention back to our prismarine slabs running around the building. We're going to put in our prismarine corners and then the bottom layer of slabs. So it's exactly the same as what we've done on every single other level. So you should be pretty good at this by now, but I'll show you again. So just in the corner, we're going to put 2 slabs right there and 2 right there, and then we'll put a temporary one right in the corner, 1 on top, break the one below. So that's a little flick up in the corner, and then the rest of your slabs running around the building will begin at this height right here. So just do that in all 4 corners, and just go ahead and run this ring of prismarine all the way around the building. So that's how you should be looking when you're done, guys, with that extra line of prismarine running all the way around the building. So now I want you to turn your attention over to these nether brick blocks that we've got in each corner. Just in on the diagonal, I want you to put a gold block, and do that in all 4 corners. And then we're going to lay a bunch more of these nether brick blocks. So we're just going to put a whole line of them connecting the gold blocks at the front and the back wall. And then on the 2 side walls, we're just going to run the nether brick along until it connects to the acacia. So do that on both sides, like you can see right there. and these will be overhanging the rooms, so when you're in the rooms here you can see the bottom of the gold and the nether brick. So once you've done that, it's just time to put a ceiling on. So we're just going to do that once again with oak slabs against the top half of that top acacia log. So do that inside of this big nether brick square. Do it in every single little room except for above our staircase. Okay, step number 45. Grab some prismarine blocks, and we're going to add another line of prismarine just on top of that snow layer you can see right there. So I'm just going to use the one kind of prismarine, but you mix in the other kind as we are placing them. So starting next to that block, we're going to run blocks all the way to the corner. When you reach the corner, put a prismarine slab on top, and then we are going to continue this around the corner until we reach the gold. And next to that final prismarine block we placed, just in front, place a slab like that. So go ahead and do that in all four corners. And then we're going to build another little triangle on both side walls just above our gold and black wool. So you can begin on top of the final gold block. We'll put a slab and then a block, and then grab smooth quartz stairs, and we'll put an upside down one against that block. On top of that we'll put a prismarine stair. So we're going to do that 2 more times. So upside down quartz, prismarine, upside down quartz, and prismarine. And connecting the 2 stairs, we're going to put a chiseled quartz block, and on top we're going to put a gold block and then a prismarine slab. And just out toward each side of the building we're going to put another gold block against that slab there, and then we'll put another prismarine slab underneath the gold block. So that's how you should be looking, guys. And then the final thing to do, no windows this time, we're just going to fill in this gap here with our quartz pillars. So you should need about 7 in total. So now that's done, we just need to make this roof overhang a tiny bit more. So next to that slab we're going to put another slab in front, and then a slab against the top half of that block right there. We'll do that on both sides as well. And then finally, we're just going to put 3 stairs in line with the stairs on top of those quartz. Just like that. Okay, so once you've built this triangle on both side walls, I want you to grab some nether brick, and we're going to extend the roof a little bit. So I've built it on that side. We'll build it on this side together. So right here against that bit of quartz, I want you to place a nether brick block, and then we're just going to run slabs all the way along until we reach that nether brick block in the corner. Then you can switch to nether brick stairs, and starting on top of that quartz we'll go stair, stair. So it's just in line with the 2 prismarine stairs at the front, and we'll do that 2 more times, just stairing our way up. And at the top we will finish with 2 nether brick slabs. Then you can grab some stone, and we're going to fill in this entire gap right here. That's all dead space, but we're also going to extend this stone. So just in line with the stone we just placed, just go ahead and extend that. So do that on both side walls. Okay, so now we are going to do that same thing we did with the nether brick stairs and the stone. We're now going to do that on the triangles at the front and the back of the building. So you can see I've added some nether brick right there. So it's probably easiest to come along to the back where we've got our sea lens, and we'll start with our stone filler. So we're just going to put against the sea lens 3 like that, and then an extra one in the middle, and then just repeat that 1 more time, just like so. And then you can grab some nether brick stairs. You can see we've got this 5 stairs right here. We're just going to put an extra one right there, and then run slabs all the way along here until we reach that block in the corner. And then we are just going to grab nether brick stairs again, and we're going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2. So do that on both sides, and then you can finish with 2 nether brick blocks up the top. Okay, so now you can turn your attention to the roof, and you can see we've got all our slabs in place. Come along to where our staircase is coming up, and I want you to put in those 3 stripped acacia pillars in the exact same spots as I have them here. and these are all 4 high. So at the top of the stairs there's 1 to the right, and then the back we've got 2. And then at the back of the stairs here, we're just going to fill in this gap with snow. And then between these 2 pillars here, we're going to do the same thing, just fill it in with snow. So that's how you should be looking, with the snow reaching up to the same height as those 4-block tall acacia pillars. So now we're going to put the staircase in for the next level. So we're going to put it right here. So just put in 3 spruce stairs, 1 block back from that stripped acacia in the floor. Now, just in line with this staircase coming up, we are going to build this thing right here. So those are stripped dark oak logs. So we're going to put 1 right behind the stair, then 3 spruce planks, and then just continue those up on the angle with spruce planks behind them until we've got 4 stripped dark oak in total. So probably easiest to pause the video right there. So once you've done that, I want you to come around to this side, and we're going to fill this in with some stone. So right behind the stairs, we're going to put 6 stone like that, and then grab your stripped dark oak logs, and we're going to build pillars 4 blocks tall just behind that stone. Just like that, guys. And then grab your stone again, and we're going to go 4 stone right there and 2 right there. So now we are easily able to put the rest of our spruce stairs in. So just put them all the way up with the last line of them finishing on top of those stripped dark oak logs. Okay, step number 46, and this is going to look very confusing to you. We have a bunch of these pillars to put in. So all of these pillars are 4 blocks tall, and they are made from stripped spruce wood. But before I show you where to place them, we will begin next to our staircase heading up right here. So we're going to put 1 pillar right here on top of this acacia log, just next to our staircase. So that is going to be 4 blocks tall. And we're going to put a matching pillar in over here on top of the acacia once again, just in line with that other one. And once again, that's 4 blocks tall. So now turn your attention to this stone under the stairs. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, just copying that stone. And then right here, we are going to put 4 stone like that. Now you can grab some stripped dark oak logs, and we're going to put in 4 pillars. So starting next to the bottom stair, 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped dark oak, just up to the same level as the stripped spruce. Then a 3 block tall pillar, 2 block tall, and then finish with 1. And that's how it'll look from this side, so we won't be able to see any of that stone. So now I'm going to show you how to place all these other pillars, and basically we're just going to have to sort of trace it out on the ground, and hopefully where we finish up, or where I finish up, is where you'll finish up. So starting right next to this stripped spruce log, right next to our stairs here, we're going to use dark oak. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 dark oak, and then starting right there, just on the diagonal, we're going to put another 3, and where that finishes, put in your 4 block tall stripped spruce pillar. Then right here, we're going to go 1, 2 stripped dark oak, and then another pillar. Now from all these dark oak here, they are in line with the pillars, but from here on in, we're going to be putting our dark oak 1 block back from the pillars. So 2 dark oak, then a pillar, 3 dark oak, and then a pillar. And then turn the corner. Once again, the dark oak is going to be 1 block back from our pillars. So 3, then a pillar. Then we're going to do 2 twice with our pillars, and then 3. So just like that, guys. Turn the corner again. 1, 2, 3 dark oak, pillar. Same as the wall we just did. We're going to go 1, 2, pillar, 1, 2, another pillar, then 1, 2, 3, another pillar. Very confusing, I know. But just keep going. Turn the corner. 1, 2, 3. And then we should meet up with that pillar right next to our stairs, guys. So if you make a mistake, just tear them all down and start again. But that is where they should all go. So now, once you've got that right and everything's matching up to where it should be, just go ahead to these stripped dark oak logs and continue to build them all of them up until they are 4 blocks tall. And that is how you should be looking when you're done, guys. So once again, you may want to pause the video right here and just double check that you've built that correctly. So next we are going to build this big ring of black and gold. And these are blocks of coal in here, so a little bit expensive, but it's probably not as expensive as the gold. So we're going to begin on top of these gold blocks that are in all 4 corners of our build. So just on top of the gold, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 coal, and then another gold block. So do that in all 4 corners, and then you can just connect them with the coal and the gold. And these are exactly the same on all 4 sides, and there are always a 3 block gap of coal in between each gold block. So just go ahead and do that all the way around. And then you can switch to black wool this time, and we are just going to fill up the wall behind this. So we're going to be doing this on top of the oak slabs. And we're just building this up 4 blocks tall in total. Whoops. And just building that all the way around. So I'll put this bit in here. So that's how it should be looking, guys. It's 1 block back from our coal border there. So just go ahead and build this all the way around our building. And you can see that this is why we put that extra stone layer behind our triangles there. Just so we wouldn't waste any black wool while we're placing this, because it's not going to be visible. And this is how you should be looking when you're done, guys. We've got a big black mass on top of our building. So once you've done that, the final thing to do for this step is just to fill in all these little gaps here, because we're not going to be using any of them. You can see we've got gaps around here as well. So we're just going to build these up 4 blocks tall with stone, and yeah, just plug up those gaps so it finishes at the same height as our pillars and black wool. So there are many little gaps. Over here we've got a great big huge gap. Just fill all of that in with stone. And we are going to leave it here for today, guys. We are getting very close to finishing. Not too many steps to go. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Cheers. I'm Cortezerino. I'll see you later.